I think people say, how did we get here? My answer is we've always been here. And I started reporting on cults for Vanity Fair around 2017, 2018, but I was a religious studies major in school. So
Mm.
I've been thinking for a long time about belief and its connection to identity. And also around 2017, 2018 is when I became very preoccupied with the division in this country that was laid bare by the 2016 election. And I was wondering, how can people who are really basically the same be so ideologically opposed? And I started seeing this cult-like thinking I'd been researching showing up everywhere in American culture and pop culture and politics. And I started pulling the thread and traced it all the way back to the Puritans. One day it dawned on me like, oh, the Puritans look a lot like a cult. I think people today would call them a cult. I call them a high control doomsday group. And of course, the definitions can get specific. I think their doomsday ideology did not go away. It just became the foundation of American culture. And so I trace certain tenets of their doomsday thought through secular American history.
And just for everyone who may not know about Christianity, the book of Revelations talks about the final conflict and Armageddon and Judgment Day, etc. So this story of get it right or else you're not going to go to heaven, you're going to be judged, this kind of black and white, all or nothing, good versus evil, us versus them storytelling has been embraced by not only Christianity, but there are Jews who embrace it and Muslims who embrace it and Hindus too, right?
It came from the Jews. I guess it came from Zoroastrianism before that. And as you probably know, some historians trace it all the way back to the Egyptians. That's a little bit contested. But the Revelations, the most famous one being the last book of the Bible that came about in the early days of Christianity, are ultimately referencing the book of Daniel and a few other Old Testament books. This story of divine rescue during times of persecution has been with us since the dawn of monotheism. The Puritans were obsessed with it. Yes, absolutely.